Hey friends, thanks for joining me. My name is Melissa Wick. I own Wick Law Offices, a small business law firm here in Columbus, Ohio. Today we're talking about trademarks, mostly because I've had over the last few weeks a lot of people come to me with trademark questions and concerns or just simply wanting to register a mark. So I thought I'd go through kind of what you should think about if you're thinking, hey, I'd like to maybe do a trademark. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is, what is a trademark? So trademark is basically a word or a symbol or a phrase that you're using to describe your business, your services or products that would distinguish your business's services and products from somebody else's services and products. So, things like your business name, a phrase you use that, a catchphrase that you use for your business, a symbol like a logo that you use for your business. Definitely things like podcast names or blog names would be something you could consider trademarking. Certainly slogans that you associate with your products and services, definitely something to consider trademarking. So that's the first thing. That's what a trademark is. But not everything is worth trademarking. So I wanted to kind of go through a little bit of an analysis with you about what you should be considering if you're thinking about trademarking. So the first thing, like I just said, is is it worth trademarking? Is this name I'm using or this slogan I'm using something that is really trademarkable? So in that analysis, what you want to look at is whether or not your word or phrase or symbol is really distinctive and unique. So what I mean by that, and I'm going to use an example that everybody uses, and it's Apple computers. So, with Apple, you don't think of an Apple when you think of computers or electronics. You do now because Apple has successfully marketed it that way. But that's a very strong mark. It's sort of the holy grail of trademark, right? Because Apple has nothing to do with computers until Apple marketed it and made it so. So that's a really strong, distinctive, unique trademark. But if you're somebody who's like, I'm going to market a sports drink and I'm going to call my sports drink super nutritious, that is not very distinctive. It's really common and it really is just descriptive, right? It's like, oh, this drink is really super nutritious. The problem is that's just really super descriptive. It's not distinctive. It's just describing your drink in a very common way. So that would be an example of something that wouldn't really be worth trademarking. I mean, you could trademark it. You would probably get a trademark on that, but at the end of the day, it wouldn't provide you a lot of protection because it's not distinctive to you. So that's the first consideration. Is it worth it? The second thing I want you to consider is if you're going to trademark, you need to search that name. If you do find that, hey, what I've come up with in my business and my brand is catchy and it's unique and it's cool and it's mine and I want to protect it, awesome. So the next thing to do would be to search if it's available, right? So where you do that is online, which makes it pretty easy. It's at the United States Patent and Trademark Office. .gov, and they have an online search engine. So you can type in your word and do an online search in their system called TESS. It's Trademark Electronic Search System. So really simple process to search online. The problem is that, if you're a layperson, you're not going to know the ins and outs of how to conduct a proper trademark search. So if you're doing it on your own, I 100% suggest you do just what I said, search online on the online trademark search engine and also do some Googling. But my best advice to you would be to hire a lawyer who knows how to do those searches and knows how to do comprehensive searches for you. The next thing that I would say you need to think about is if you find that it's being used, then that is definitely a time to speak with a lawyer about sort of if you can still use it, how you can maybe go about using it, what the extent of the protections are of the person who filed it. There's all kinds of nuance there. And it's very case law driven and it's very sort of litigation driven. So what a good trademark lawyer would do would be to sort of look at your particular scenario and then compare with what the courts have decided about this particular situation. So basically a good lawyer would look and see, like, is it the same kind of name? Is there any differences at all? Is the name, are the businesses in the same line of services and goods as the other business that's already filed that mark? So there's a lot of analysis to do. And my point is, that's the time that you should speak with an attorney to get some real legal advice. Step 3 is registration. Be prepared to wait about 6 to 8 months for the trademark office to get back to you about whether or not they're going to okay your registration. Once you get what's called a notice of allowance from the agency, you'll be expected to maybe take a screenshot or demonstrate in some way to the office that you are actually using the trademark. So trademarks are complicated, guys. You can do it on your own, certainly, but it will be time consuming. And the best way to handle it is to have a seasoned trademark lawyer walk you through the process. So again, I'm Melissa Wick, and I've handled some trademark issues in the past, and I find that area of law really interesting. So if you'd like some help, please don't hesitate to give me a call, 614-572-6366 or mwick@mwicklaw.com. Thanks for listening. Bye.